Neath the sun of the sun.
That's
Bright
mean.
lights. Hello,
That's
everyone,
mean.
and welcome to Devstream 132. For the next hour, we're going to be talking Warframe. How's it going, guys?
That straw's
Awesome.
really close to your microphone.
This-
I don't know. I don't know if they're
Please
picking up
don't
that
consume-
before.
My
No, it doesn't- you guys
eyes
can
are
hear
still
that.
adapting.
Stop
can hear
it,
it?
Sheldon.
Really,
Sheldon.
like
Oh yeah. So,
It's 2019. We don't make jokes about smoothies, okay?
oh okay.
It's just,
yeah, smoothie jokes
Smoothie
around.
jokes, yeah.
All right.
that was a 2018 thing.
All right,
Welcome,
yep,
everyone.
we're
for
growing
the,
up.
For the next hour, if you're watching with a linked Twitch or Mixer account, we have a very special Twitch drop and Mixer reward today. It's trick or treat time. It's Halloween. If you're watching, and if you're watching for 30 minutes, so if you're watching the whole stream, you get two. Oh, Dean, no!
What did we just show?
No!
you're fired.
Spoilers.
There we go.
Trick
or
or
treat.
treat.
Trick or treat. That's fine. We're going to show it later anyway.
See if people can guess who that was.
We'll show it first. That's fine.
That's fine.
So you have a 50% chance for a trick and a 50% chance for a treat. So
Looks like we already got our trick.
I know we already got a trick.
What a treat.
So you could get a Wolf Beacon, a Forma built, or an Affinity Booster, or a Loki Noggle, a Starburst, or a Grand Finale crate. So if you watch 30 minutes, you get one. And if you watch 30 minutes, you get another one. What it will be is up to RNG. So good luck, everyone. Link your accounts, and we'll have to see what happens.
That's cool.
So come trick-or-treating for the rest of our streams that have drops until Halloween. We'll be running our trick-or-treat campaign. So get on in here. All right, let's just start before we do anything else. What was that photo? Let's start with...
Oh well.
Oh, we're gonna go right
yeah,
into that.
well, I mean, we gotta...
We showed it a little bit.
Who's this handsome devil?
Who's this handsome devil?
Is that?
Yeah, you're close. You're close. Finish it.
Yeah, finish the sentence.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like I
is,
get
yeah.
I get a
Yeah.
Hydroid feel.
It's Hydroid.
This is Hydroid Deluxe. Liger has yet
Liger
again
Yep.
provided us with a
Yep.
beautiful deluxe skin.
And it's funny because I had you in my head going, there's Warframes who don't have one yet.
Yeah, yeah.
And Liger pitched a couple for the next one. I'm like, well, maybe you could do Hydroid.
Hydroid does not have a deluxe
And-
skin yet.
They weren't too enthused about the idea because I don't think they had thought about it much, but
You know,
killed it.
we're
Like,
giving
it
our
came out
pirate
amazingly.
the
Yeah.
most glamorous pirate look to date. If you go to the next image now, Dean, you can see the standalone. He is a captain. He has his custom cloak is removed.
Captain?
The captain. The captain is here.
They did use
Yes.
the Captain Morgan as reference.
I would
Yes.
absolutely buy
Yeah.
rum with that.
Yeah.
as a label.
Absolutely.
That would be the most incredible
Yes.
thing to own.
So the design, the cool thing with the design is the coat is like a custom Sindana, kind of like Necros's chains.
Okay.
We're having a bit of a heated discussion with the tech animator and Ray just about how we're going to set this up. But we think we can do it. So
You think
as,
all right.
well, just as usual, designs may get tweaked
Yeah,
as
sure.
we
Let's
construct them.
hydrate.
So,
This is a concept.
Sure.
So
but it's rad. And, yeah.
all right. So that was the spoiler for the end of the stream because we had a lot to cover. So we were gonna, finish with the deluxe skin. But we'll start from the beginning.
Just
then.
turn the stream off.
Just turn it
We've
off.
already
That was
peaked.
it. That was it. That was it. All right, housekeeping.
Just so you know, we did get that thing.
We did get that thing. Great. We got more. We got stuff. It's all coming. All right. We're going to do three platinum prizes for the stream. 1,000 platinum, 1 Atlas Prime Access, 1 Ember Prime Access, and 1 Vauban Prime Access to celebrate their upcoming reworks, which will be shipping with Update 26. And we'll talk about all that throughout the stream. We're going to hit our 26th update this year.
Amazing.
Major number update.
Can't wait.
And we were going to give you the name today, but we don't just want to say it. We wanted to have a cool graphic that's just in development. So you're going to have to wait. Maybe.
Did we settle on a name?
We did.
Oh, all right.
Yes, we did. All right. So also, we did. You don't know, do you?
No.
I do. All right.
DNA.
I remember that, yeah.
DNA stream. This is something we don't typically do on a dev stream, but today at the studio we had a charitable lunch initiative for a village. Old East Village is right beside us in London, Ontario. It's like literally 2 blocks away, not even. And a couple months ago, a drunk driver crashed into a gas line and exploded 5 family homes. The entire city of London is coming together to build the village again. So we're going to rebuild everything that happened in Old East. If you want to donate, we did find a public donation link. If you go to !donate in chat, you just want to donate specifically to the Woodman Families Fund. This is going to help all the families that were affected by that negligent driver who decimated the neighborhood. So we're just reaching out because we are kind of a smaller Canadian town, thinking that we could use the Warframe community for good to help out with the pretty tragic event that happened. So
Thanks
as a
for your
studio
support,
today,
guys.
we all
Totally cool.
got some shirts, and you guys can help donate if you're watching. So
Yeah, that was an incredible thing.
yeah,
Terrible thing.
yep. So we will have the link in chat, just !donate, and you should be able to get it. And our social team and community team can also share a bit if it gets buried. But I see Nightbot dropping it, so it looks like we got it.
All right.
All right. So lots to cover today, guys.
Is there?
Yeah.
I don't trust you.
Yeah, what-
Now let's do our first platinum prize. Give away a prize for a Twitch and a Mixer viewer. Who's watching where? Well, yesterday night, Play Warframe went on Mixer.
What?
We won our own prize.
Oh, that's awesome.
But
Who
today
claims that? Who
we
gets that?
re-rolled it.
You re-rolled it.
No,
Sile
someone got it.
Firo has won on Twitch, and Deductive Badge 5 has won on Mixer. So congrats to you both.
Great.
yeah, congratulations.
it.
That's great.
Now, sometimes before dev streams, Steve's like, I have a couple things I need to show. And this is one of those times.
Sometimes.
Oh, are we starting with me?
We're starting with tone mapping. Let's just get it.
Oh, let's just get it over
Get it over
yeah.
with.
Yeah, this is more like a heads up for some of the visual changes that you can expect with the mainline update coming first to PC. So I could see Dean making
No, it
sure
looks
he's
really-
not going to contrast.
It looks.
Oh, I'm making me brighter?
That's important. That's the most important.
Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
But yeah,
We need to get your tone mapping ready.
so tone mapping is what we do to take a high dynamic range image that the game renders, which is what happens under the hood, and then we show it to you on your display. We've had some problems in Warframe over the years where things are maybe a bit too bright or blasted out, and maybe too
As you can
contrasted.
see on the other screens.
So we are moving over to an HDR color grading pipeline, which this is a tool called DaVinci Resolve, I believe. And this is going to, you can see this beautiful sentient art set in the background. So our goal is, our end destination is to have much less fatiguing images. And we've made some choices in the past that weren't too bright, and we're trying to fix those mistakes. So I just want to give you guys a heads up that we're changing some of these things. And if you want to just roll through this quickly, I know Rebecca has no patience for this.
No, I do. I'm
so
just trying to set up the next thing.
Oh, hold on, shit. This was an image I was supposed to send to Scott today. Sorry, Scott. Good luck with the procedure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next
Poor
image.
guy. He's not here today. He had to cut it short.
These are showing white point clamping. So you can, if you look at the top of the that metal strip along the top, this is the corpus set coming. And you can see it almost looks gray. If you go to the next image, you can see now, hopefully that shows up for you on your stream. You can see that those are properly reaching the proper white point. And if you keep going, rolling on here. So this one's a little more contentious. And again, this is just to give you a heads up. This looks absolutely beautiful. And this is part of our team's kind of refresh of this derelict set. Beautiful, beautiful set. However,
The derelict.
the derelict. However, and this is a contentious part. This is using what's popular in video games maybe about 3 years ago, is the ACES tone mapping curve, which has continued to be used from different studios and so on. And if there's one great blog saying, why do all games look bad? And part of it is because of the popularity of the ACES tone mapping curve. For Warframe, which is a very hopefully a game that people play a lot of, these type of contrast curves where Excalibur looks super crushed gets kind of fatiguing over time. If you look at the next image.
Next image, Dean.
This is, so if you just want to kind of go back and forth, Dean, if you want to just kind of A-B that there, is there a way to do it without the crossfade?
Not easily, but yes, give me 1 second.
Okay. What we're trying to do is make it, yes, it does look the same, but there is a lot of midtones there. The crossfade, unfortunately, let's see if we can fix that.
Uh-oh.
We're going into the matrix.
Uh-oh.
Well,
If
this
we
is
can't,
good.
that's
All in
fine.
the name of graphics programming.
can-
Oh,
we-
I want
we
to see
could-
this. I want to see an AB.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
An ABP?
This display does seem a bit darker than.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the 600 megawatt lights above us
Maybe
are
that.
not exactly calibrating our eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, side by side. Yeah, I guess that's pretty good.
Well,
That's not as
that's
good as the
not
AB.
what I asked for, but that's fine.
That's fine. Well, that's better because then you can actually see.
No,
on the-
usually toggling is.
Yeah.
A great way to look at it is if you look at Excalibur, the low parts of the mid, we call those like the midtones in the image are completely crushed.
Yeah, they're gone.
In the original,
Yep.
you can't see any detail. Things look kind of more scorched and zapped. It's kind of harder on the eyes, and this is a much more gentle image. And of course, the art set's beautiful, and this is just to make sure that you can see more of the artist's work there. So we can kind of maybe put this in the work. Yeah, there you go.
Good job, Dean.
There you go.
We'll update these
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
compression somewhere so the graphics hounds can take a closer look at them.
Yeah. And so this is also partly getting rid of kind of the cruft. So that's the custom tone mapper, and then getting rid of the cruft of the color correction that we've had in the game since 2015 or even earlier, 2012, when we had one art set. We would color correct things to try to convince you that we had more than one art set. So I think if you keep rolling on, Dean, if you don't mind. Oh, this is just an example of those midtones. This is the coming Corpus ship update, where usually these darks are going to be absolutely black. And so now you can see a lot more subtlety in the materials and the lighting, and this is going to make our artist's work even more subtle and impressive.
Awesome.
And then if you keep going, right, so here's an image of the liches with all of this working, and you can see that there's, I think, a good balance of contrast, but also detail in the darker regions. And I think, is that it? That's it? Okay.
Awesome.
I think I put another image in there, but that
Did you last minute?
yeah, no, that's fine.
I don't know if there
make
was
sure.
one.
I didn't think so. I
Def-
saw something.
Yep, that's fine. That's fine. It works.
It works.
If we had it, we had it.
Yep. So that's just something to keep an eye out for. I think overall less visual fatigue in the game.
7.
Yep.
Well, there's 8 because there's 0
Oh, we got
represent.
3B in there. Oh, that's a new one. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
3B. Welcome to Devstream 132, where we still haven't figured out how to do anything. But that's okay. That's part of the learning
No, it's fine.
experience. We actually had to
That's fine.
sacrifice Scott for this. He's replaced with a relic. Oh,
We had to
Yeah, he
snip
is.
them out.
Yep.
wow.
Yep.
You're all right.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think we've lingered on this enough, so we can just move on. Dean,
Yeah,
don't
that's
worry.
totally fine.
We have real content to get to. Not that this isn't real, but not. There we go.
Right. So this kind of crap that you've probably turned off years ago, this crazy cyan compression of highlights in some of the art sets that we randomize, all this stuff is gone now and replaced with much more realistic.
So when there's like a radiation hazard, it won't be that bright, blinding blue color.
You
correction?
still get those color corrects based on gameplay effects, but you do not get them based on art sets
Got it.
anymore.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So if you come over to my screen, Dean, this is just a minor update. When we have continually iterated on the I don't actually think you can see it because I'm blocking it. But no, it's fine. It's fine. The arbitrations with update 26, we are adding a few more rewards and moving some rewards around. We're finally releasing the Iatan sculpture that has been sitting in Cetus since launch. So soon you'll be able to, these prices might be placeholders, so don't get excited about anything just yet. But definitely get excited about the Iatan car statue. It's finally coming out. You will have your way to get an Iatan. This Vitus Essence price, maybe placeholder.
Actually looks really cool.
Don't focus on the price. My platinum, however, is not placeholder. I do have 464 million platinum.
No, that's not true.
So that is actually not placeholder, but the Iatan is coming. So that's going to be one thing that you will be able to buy from the Iatan, from the arbitration store. So you'll be able to do
It
that.
has a nice little breathing kind of
Yeah.
accordion feel to it. It's very relaxing.
Yeah. So
You can listen to some Enya and just stare at that.
yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So that was one little thing I wanted to show everyone, but we have some other stuff to do today. So I'm going to hop back to the ship. Oh, you'll see here that Nightwave Intermission is on the dev build. It will be live on all platforms Monday. Intermission Part 2 will be coming, and you will be able to play and get some new intermission cred, get all the things that you used to get in alerts, but in the intermission store, and then just do some challenges while you're playing Warframe. rank up, get some rank up rewards, among other things.
Someone in chat says they did the math, and the platinum you have, your cheated platinum,
My
is
own.
worth $30 million.
I'm a $30 million girl. It's just, it comes with the territory. So it's that's how they pay me, guys. I haven't
We
received.
pay you just in platinum?
Yeah, I haven't received a real dollar since I worked here for 9 years.
No salary? Okay.
Yeah,
all
no
right.
salary, all
Good.
platinum.
Taking notes.
It's just the way it goes. So if anyone has a better offer. Last Devstream, we talked about the Vasca Kavat, because we don't use the word
Vasca.
vampire.
We don't use. Oh, don't say that word.
Sorry. So I just
We
this
don't
is,
say DNA, and we don't.
we don't say DNA, and
Yep.
we
No pictures of DNA. Yep. No vampires, thanks.
yes. So if we visit our trusty Plains of Eidolon, our favorite Plains of Eidolon character, really, Master Tisoni, once Update 26 launches, you'll have the ability to check out what he has to offer. You'll see the Vasca Kavat Echo Lure, you'll see the pheromone for the different rarities, and then you'll see the curative, which is built into the mechanic of how you actually obtain a Vasca Kavat for yourself. So not only is it a conservation,
What are you laughing at?
People are like, Tisoni?
Tisoni, Tisoni,
Tisonai.
Tisoni.
He lives in the derelicts.
He lives in the derelict.
Sony. Oh
That's our
my
very
God.
favorite character.
Oh my Sony.
All right. Anyways,
But you could also barter goods. Well, you could already do that. That's not what I'm trying to do. You can trade tags. Perhaps you'll want some of the Vasca Kavat floofs.
Oh my
Whether you want the green
Okay, all right.
or the demon-looking one, or just the basic.
let's see the
Hostia.
green one again.
The green
Kind of
one?
looks like a pea bag.
Yeah, like a bag of
course.
peas.
Bag of peas.
Frozen peas.
So if you're a floof master, this is for you. And if you want the Vasca Kavat for gameplay or mastery, that'll be for you. So something here
awesome.
for everyone.
That's cool.
Yes, so that'll be coming with Update 26, name not announced today after all, but maybe it was, or maybe we will by the end, who knows?
Okay.
Do you know? Do I know?
I don't know. It's news to me.
Oh, right. So now we're gonna hop, actually, I think I can probably just stay here. Last dev stream, we gave you a sneak peek at the fact that the Exilus adapters for weapons are coming.
Oh yeah.
We just wanted to give you a little update on that. So as you know, it'll just behave just like the Exilus for Warframes, but it's for weapons, so it's a different item. Here, I've kind of got my 6th forma build to get an ammo drum on. We wanted to just give you a bit of clarity on
It's
once
time for prime ammo drum.
it's time for prime time. It actually won't fit. If you were to max rank it, it wouldn't fit. So you have to be choicey.
I think I already
choosy.
made it too. It's
Did you?
already-
Oh
it's in
god. So what type of mod would be considered an Exilus mod for weapons? We're not going to do anything that will increase sustained DPS or anything on paper that can skew that, because the spirit behind them is always about utility. So when you think utility, what we've come up with for primary rifles in particular are things like stability, ammo, silencing, zoom, and aim glide. So that's sort of the spirit behind them. I
We'll
think
get some build diversity.
yeah, so last dev stream, you may have seen reload on there, and we've chosen to remove that. That is our choice, just based on the spirit of utility. So just so you know, that is, and flight speed is there, I think. I think it is, because I had it on my, oh, maybe it's not right now. Projectile speed? So maybe it's not. So anyway, we'll have that in the Update 26 notes for you, just with details, but just to give everyone a heads up on what to expect there.
That's cool.
And who is the keen-eyed player that noticed the arsenal looks different, I wonder? I wonder who that is.
Oh, what's that down there?
Yes, so it's time to condense a bit to allow you a bit more breathing room with your loadouts, especially since we're adding something called the Parazon. And Steve, you've been soliciting Twitter for data spike names, and ultimately,
And ultimately, we call it Parazon.
what is the Parazon?
The Parazon is a blade that is universal to all Warframes, that is used for ciphering into consoles, as well as brutalizing enemies.
It's used for reviving your teammates.
It's used for reviving, it's used for capturing.
Yeah, sure.
All the good stuff.
Yep.
All right, so this will be just a minor change for organizing your UI. Your companions will get their own section. Your gear will get its own section. And we're finally going to expose Arcwing and K-Drive, because these have been really buried under the current arsenal layout. So everything will be exposed. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about Melee. I'm about to hover over the Skana. Melee Phase 2 Dev Workshop will ship today on the forums. It is 12 and a half pages, so get ready. We're going to skim over it today. Its most important parts, we're going to do it right now. So we're going to just jump into it.
Fantastic.
TLDR coming up.
We're going to talk first about the Skana. You're going to see some new stats from anything from range to heavy attack windup, radius, and follow through. These are all, some are new mechanics and some are things that we're just exposing that have always been there. So for Phase 2, sorry, I'll try and speak as clearly and slowly as possible about the 14 sections you can look forward to reading on the forums. But I'm just going to do a quick blast now, and then we'll do piece by piece as we go through and actually play it. First of all, you'll see blocking angle. That's going to be something new that I'll talk about in practice, but we are going to be bringing back blocking manually in equipped mode, and it's 100% blocking damage now moving forward for every weapon. It's the angle that counts. So if you're using a weapon like a sword and shield, your blocking angle is huge and you get 100% damage blocked. If you're using something a little smaller like a dagger or a sword, you're going to get 55-degree angle. We have some dodging and canceling updates. We have stance changes for combos, which you already know if you've played Wukong's new ultimate. We just have general combo counter changes. Slam attacks have changed. Channeling is gone. Weapon stats overall have all been changed from mastery limits to actual damage. If you compare this Skana's base stats to the live Skana's base stats, this has no mods, you'll see dramatic differences. Everything has gone up because we are changing a lot. We're rebalancing some mods. Exalted weapons will all get this behavior. The screens itself, the arsenal has more information for you. Aim assist has some minor technical bits if you choose to use it. We have also restored the functionality of switching between the Samaris scanner and melee. It won't put you back in your melee mode. And then, of course, the future rage mode and all that is not part of Phase 2, but everything else I mentioned is. So we got a lot to talk about.
Wow.
Sorry that took so long.
That's deep. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you play the update within 2 days of release, you will receive a free admission to Warframe University, where you can receive your beginner's degree in melee stats study.
Yeah, our melee stats course. Actually, that isn't untrue. If you do log in within the first 7 days of update 26, maybe a bit longer we're seeing, we are going to give you a whole bunch of stuff to respec and restat. We are going to give you boosters, forma, and I actually, you know what, I'm just going to say it because then you guys can't take away. We're going to give you a legendary core if you log in, so you can restat some of your mods.
Wow.
So say you want, you're no longer interested in range for whatever reason and you want a legendary core for a ribbon you got or something, everyone will get one as part of the respec
Legendary update.
for update 26.
That's great.
So after update 26.
Big melee changes.
Big melee changes.
Yep.
So Warframe's melee as it is now on live, you guys know that you can shoot your weapon, you can quickly go into melee mode, and then you can go back to your weapon. So this is staying, but we're also giving a 2-in-1 basically. If you hold weapon swap, bam, now you're in your melee mode. Manual blocking is yours again. You can aim glide with your melee weapon. It's all back, it's just a state change now. So it's the best of both worlds. So you'll have the ability to just go right back to your quick melee will still exist.
Yep. And explicit blocking and all the good stuff.
Or you can hold to come back and then you'll get your manual blocking back.
Yep.
So
Yep.
That's awesome.
yeah, it really depends on what you want to do. So both are back. Channeling is gone though, and it's been replaced with something.
It has.
Would you like to say anything before I go on?
You've got the notes.
Okay, sorry, I just want to make
ready.
sure I'm going
Yep.
note by note here.
Yep.
Yes, so blocking is going to prevent 100% of incoming damage, but the angle is what matters. So if I had enemies firing at me from a 55-degree angle from point of my weapon, that's what I would be able to block. Again, sword and shield weapons have more, daggers have less. It's all balanced according to basically the bulk of the weapon.
Can you explain that to me? Sorry. What does the angle mean? The angle, 50, what is 55?
55 degrees, literally. It's literally a degree.
Oh,
So
I
if you
see.
took
I see like a cone out from
Warframe University offers.
How much slop there is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a
The fa-
cone.
Generally, the smaller the weapon, the tighter the
Tighter
angle
the
is.
angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did go out in the parking lot and
Try it.
Joe shot at me with a 22,
And then you did
and we did
Yeah.
comparisons. Like it was
Actually,
much harder for me to
we did
block
some
with a
great
dagger.
mocapping that we'll show after. There's some pretty great mocap that we have from the Kuva Lich stuff.
That's keyframe animation.
No, it's mocap. It's me and you.
That's right.
You'll
Forgot
see.
about that.
You'll see.
I knew Jeff's reaction was going to be that, which is, oh, let's make it a joke that we mocap this. I'm like, sort of insulting to the animators, right?
But you'll know when you.
I know. Yeah.
All right. So last night on primetime, we were going through combos, just showing you guys that when you're doing a combo, you can't stop the combo on live right now. Once you put the animation in, the animation finishes, and then you can do things. Two types of combo interrupts are coming using your dodge. So the first one is if you're just playing and you want to dodge right away, you can now stop melee animations with your dodging, so that's completely new. So if you're doing a combo and then you're like, oh no, I want to stop that, that's new. That really helps with fluidity. It's kind of crazy going from dev to live right now, the difference. And then,
Oh, you gotta do it.
then the other one is,
Oh, it's Master T. Sony.
and then the other thing is, if you block, you can do tactical dodging. So this is dodging, but it's a way shorter distance. So instead of going a full roll, you just go a little bit. Because the theory is it's more intuitive. You want to be in combat range if you're blocking. You're blocking something close to you. Your tactical dodge will just cover less distance for you. Whereas, like I just said, the first one goes way more.
Tactical dodge.
Tactical dodge.
Tactical dodge, trademark.
Trademark tactical dodge.
Wow, great.
Stance changes, we've covered this in the last one, but it didn't, so it's not too, I don't want to go over it too much, but if you're moving forward and attacking with melee, you'll be going forward. If you're standing still, your attacks are a bit more concentrated on the close area, because it's more intuitive
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah, it's really, and again, Wukong already has this live, so I don't want to spend too much time on that.
Yep, but it's streamlined,
Yep.
and you're going to see more of the cooler attacks for less like mental energy.
Yes, so if I can go get some enemies, I know sometimes, I guess I could start at a bounty, but
Thumper.
really?
No.
Oh,
That's what all happens to me.
all right, so if I get this enemy here,
Tactical dodge kind of makes me think of like mall ninja stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
So, welcome to channeling
I rolled over my
replace.
keys. That was cool.
I know you.
Oh, I was talking over it. Do it
Anticlimactic.
again. Do it again.
So,
Sorry.
Channeling is gone, and
Okay.
replacing it. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I got. Oh no, he got into his thing.
Oh, he got it.
Oh,
No.
he's like, the hell with this. I'm getting out of here.
No.
That's smart.
Yeah, we'll come back. All right, we'll talk more about what I just did once I get some enemies to do.
Peace out, losers, is what
I
someone said in
know.
chat.
Where did he go? Oh, there it is. Oh! All right, so if I block, I'm doing all incoming damage is being blocked. I'm just gonna do a little Ember Blast there.
From 55.
And you can see I'm at 7 with my combo counter. This is now a resource, so if I were to heavy attack this dude, he's gonna get what we're calling the lifted status. So enemies go in the lifted status, and then you can juggle them, hit them, pull off more combos to really have more style. Prove it? No, I won't
Let's
be
see-
proving.
let's see
I
you
won't be
juggle
proving.
If they
no.
live,
If they
they're
live.
open for more.
Yeah. So this guy, I missed him, but
He's going fishing.
he's going fishing. We've lost. Okay. Hold on. So the key difference is you can still do a heavy attack on the ground, but instead of doing the crazy ragdolling with some exceptions to certain weapons, you're going to be doing more staggering, so you can go in with a bit more of a melee combo. And this guy, maybe I can get a little finisher on him. Yep. All right. So you can see now that I have my combo counter build up, I'm going to get down there. I'm going to try and stagger them. Let's see. Hit him with the jug. Oh, I killed him. Lethal. Sorry, I'm
Still counts.
still good.
We should probably
Still
get it.
awesome.
We should probably pop him up when he
definitely
dies
should,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It looks like a little bit of polish there will help
So
communicate that.
the key is just to have a way more fluid, fast, responsive combo system that is using the combo not only as a sort of a resource for you to have more damage, more effect with the lifted status, but it allows your combo attacks to actually be always hitting and chaining the next enemy. Enemies will. Oh, I'm trying to see if I can get someone here. Let's get these guys.
Oh, totally.
And someone says melee counter, oh please, the Adarex only knows spin to win. So that's a really good point that is covered in the dev workshop, because spinning isn't going away, it's not going anywhere. But basically what we've recognized is the tools we've given you have made spin to win the optimal way to play with melee. Nothing else comes close, the mods, the crit stacking, the combo counter, and it's just not as engaging and really not as Warframe as every other animation, every other tool we've put in. So we're trying to rectify spin to win being the only option by changing everything to bring melee back to a more combo-based, cohesive, effective system. So damage is being increased, range is finally being exposed. There's just style and lethality pretty much everywhere. This is an unmodded Skana, not that it really matters because these are level 10 enemies. But at the end of the day, that's kind of the choices we've brought back with the melee sword alone version and the blocking, or being able to just do fast melee as well. So you can do both. The combo system and the combo counter will allow you to have the new lifted status on enemies if you go in with your heavy attacks. And then you can just kind of make quick work. So yes, lots has covered in the 14-page Google Doc, 14 sections. Yes, channeling is gone. Weapon stats, mastery limits are all changing. Mods are being rebalanced. Things like covert lethality are actually being taken out of melee entirely, and we're moving them to the, I'm just going to abort the mission quickly. Whoopsies. To the Parazon system. So really focused single-use utility things are being put elsewhere into the game on the heels of what's coming in Update 26. Having a one-shot kill thing really kind of limits options for melee overall if everything dies when one hit. So the Parazon and what it will do would bring that one-shot kill design to the dagger that everyone will have, so you won't have to just use a dagger item. But it's also changing the way we're approaching the idea of a one-shot kill thing. It's going to be a bit different, of course, in what you actually use it for and who you use it on. So expect lots of change in Update 26 at the end of the day. Phase 2 is coming. It's 14 pages. The options for melee players are going to, respecking everything. It's going to be a new melee system, and it's awesome, and it's fluid, and the combos you can pull off now, and the style you can do it with, and your weapon variety will just simply increase because every weapon is getting a damage increase. So there won't be those 3 or 4 meta weapons you feel you have to use. You'll just figure out what the next best thing is.
And it'll be perfectly balanced, and we won't need to do any hot fixes.
We won't have to do a single hot fix. Everything will be perfect on release. There won't be any reason to. We're actually going to close the feedback forums. There will be no reason for us to use it at all.
There'll be a lot of changes, and again, with the inbox stuff, there'll be stuff that you can use to respec, and
Yes.
of course, we will be, as always, listening to your feedback and tuning it up. But.
Yes.
I would take a deep breath because there is change coming there, and
Yeah, I don't think we can make it 26 updates in without cracking some eggs for this omelet.
And for those that post the melee changes suck before we notice that your account has even updated the game to that update, we'll be watching
Yes.
for you because I know you're out there.
Always out there.
Please try it first.
Please try before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yes, so Update 26 will have this. Everyone should prepare. All right. Plat prize, yes. We have lots of prizes to do. Someone in chat just said, changes suck, Steve.
Exactly.
You're who we're talking about. It's you, onward to the future.
That's right.
Oh, we lost chat.
Yep. Just close the feedback forum.
And we'll. All right, our second Plat prize winners.
Every stream it breaks.
I know,
Yeah.
too many people talking.
I think it's a computer.
Vexel Dude 97, you've won on Twitch, and J Choi 99, you've won on Mixer. Each of you have won 1,000 platinum. So make sure you let us know where to put it so we can hook you up with your prize. All right. Oh, okay. Last night on the Devstream, primetime. Last night on primetime.
Ooh,
That was all
Freudian.
Freudian.
Wow, very
All right.
Freudian.
Last night on the real stream.
Oh, here we go.
We got our Prex card in the Levirian. So you can see here. If you don't know what this is, you'll have to go watch, but we got ourselves a Goss Prex card, and we brought 3 other art pieces to show today. And maybe you can
more
talk
of
to
them.
us a
3
little.
other. I didn't agree to that.
What did you agree to?
I just said show 1.
Well, I'm showing 3.
3?
Should I not show 3?
Interesting.
2?
1?
1 more?
Let's just show 1 more.
Okay. Which
one?
one would you
Which
like
one?
to show? Just say the name and Dean will pull it up.
I don't know. What do you think, Atlas?
Sure.
Atlas.
No, I said Atlas.
No.
So Atlas is coming with his Prex card. Whoever finds it, we'll see who gets it first and how they get it. It's going to be hidden. But
Who will get it
It took a long time.
It took-
a long
we talked
time.
about-
What was the time frame on?
How long did it take for the first one to be
the
found?
first one to be found, we had record of. 9 of them were found kind of within launch week or soon
Okay,
after.
yeah.
But the community posts only started coming like 4.5 weeks after.
Wow.
So yes. So
Slowpokes.
no one has this yet, but you will in a future update.
Rare chasing. Who will it be?
Who will it be?
Well, this will be the next update.
Next update, update 26.
Yep, not in a future update, in the next update.
Update 26.
There'll be another one in the next update, won't there?
It'll be-
There sure will.
There sure will.
Yep.
But
2
we're not
more?
showing that
Yep.
because Steve said 1 only.
I think that's
I
good.
think- I think
no,
for-
no,
you know-
no, don't show anymore.
Yeah. No, for sitting through the
That's
tone
exciting
mapping.
to see it. You've never seen it before.
Tone map payback.
Yeah? Okay, fine.
All right,
Here we
yeah,
go.
No, you're all right.
Dean.
We're awesome.
Yeah, show
No.
Grendel. Show Grendel.
Oh,
Yes. So amazing.
Yep.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. So actually, speaking of Grendel, we might as well throw him on.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Let's see Kirby.
Let's see our boy. All right. So here we have Grendel. We have some pretty exciting news about his
Can I
jiggle
check that
physics.
off?
Pardon?
Can we check that off?
The ephemera?
Uh-huh.
Can you say it a bit more through gritted teeth?
Can I check that off, please?
Can you say it through gritted teeth?
Yep. Just to clean it up for the stream.
Just to
Yeah.
clean it up for the stream, of
I
course.
don't want to
nothing.
use T-Sony's.
Oh yeah, I don't know if people noticed Liger's design had a fish ephemera in there.
Oh.
That I blame you for.
I'm sorry. It
I
has-
blame you for ephemera in general.
Yes.
Yeah. This looks.
Yes. So with Grendel, I'm gonna just do a quick mission, and we can show the jiggle physics we added.
Kinda. It was a bit of a cheat by Jeremy, but it's great. So it's not real like physics, but it's a little graphics kind of.
Right. So Grendel will be coming with update 26. His free-to-play path is going to be different than anything we've ever done. Is this set in stone?
Yep.
Okay, so the way you'll earn Grendel is you'll have to get 3 mission keys that you can just grab through arbitrations. One is for the helmet, one is for the chassis, and one is for the systems. Each of those keys have a bit of a trick to how you can play them, and you can, bring friends along. And it's based on the lore of his Laverian, and it's going to be a bit. We think it's going to be hard. We're going to try and tune it to really feel challenging. But if you succeed, you simply get the part. But the challenge will be based on the lore of his Laverian entry, so there's a bit of a twist to it. So, don't treasure your loadout darlings, is all we'll say. If you have a, favorite mod or something. Because I'm going to eat it
Okay.
in one bite.
It's appropriate. It's appropriate.
Chomp.
Nom nom nom.
Yes. Yes.
Someone says you must win the hot dog eating contest.
Yes.
It's gonna be like a standby me. You gotta.
Yeah, it's early lunch for Konzu. That's the quest. You have to Konzu and Grendel fight for the lunch. Okay, so we'll get some. We'll just do a quick rundown of his abilities. These are really low level enemies, so it actually.
I love
me too.
The
Yeah.
little like.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's pretty good. I'm worried that I might kill everything I eat.
I just like watching him spin in the air.
Yeah. It's so graceful.
You're gonna do about 5.
5 for ultimate jiggle.
I believe 5 is when the jiggles.
Do you have a pistol on
Jiggle
you?
starts kicking in.
I do have a pistol.
Wait, yeah, maybe switch to.
I have the. Oh shoot! I missed.
I think you're
I don't think I'm in.
covering your tongue.
Do I have 5? The TV's blocking my.
You have 4.
Okay, so I should have 5.
Now you have 5.
There it is. There you go.
Subtle but effective. I like
Subtle
it.
but effective.
Yep.
So his nourish ability gives energy armor, yeah, and it gives himself. Oh no, there it is.
He's so good.
Very important part.
If I was at home watching this, I'd be like, "There's not the jiggle physics I wanted."
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
no.
that's the curse. It's the monkey's paw curse.
Yep,
but
yep.
yeah, you can eat dogs, you can eat cats. It's
Oh, the whole nest.
you can't actually. We still owe the community the LaFantis eating clip
Yeah,
that
we
our
do.
Q18 took.
You can't really see the tummy over there.
Well, like
That's for your friends to watch.
that's for your friends to watch. So your
And
friends can
laugh
watch
and
you
giggle.
eat.
Giggle while he jiggles.
And then it's meatball. So, I killed everything in it. It deals damage to enemies in your stomach. So as you are building up much higher level enemies, and obviously this mission
What's
is,
that ability called?
which one? Pulverize? Yeah. So it only goes for as long as you have fuel to keep it going inside your stomach. So, because this is so low level, and I'm a beast. I can't run it, but yes.
Lift status.
How did the trick or treat go? I think some people are saying they got their rewards. Anyway, so it's just
fast.
if you don't know
Chat's
about,
saying they're gonna call it meatball anyway.
you can call it meatball chat. It's fine.
You're allowed.
Yeah.
Oh,
So with his one,
There's some
once
battles you can't
yeah,
win.
you can launch him out with his 3 regurgitate. That does the more aggressive projectile body ejection sentence.
When you're running around with them, I love the sound, like the gurgling in your
Yeah,
stomach.
let's
It's
get-
super gross.
Let's get some of these.
Pretty. There's just like subtle details that I think make it really fun.
Yeah, the sound team had an absolute blast with this. Let's go.
We have to win this.
Let's get some. Let's eat some.
I want to do like a Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, you can hear them in his stomach.
Look at that butt. butt plates are pretty good.
It's fun to kill enemies with their friends.
Transference to holding.
That was good.
So the Grendel again, to earn him for free, there will be a challenge based on the Laverian entry. You'll all see when Update 26 launches. All right, we did it. Let's get out of here. Instant extract.
All right.
Good job.
Wow.
Okay.
I
Let's.
see people getting treats and tricks.
Treats.
Lots of trick-or-treats
treat,
coming in.
trick.
I think they just might not understand what I've asked. Saying treat doesn't give you a
Oh,
treat.
I see. No, they're
Okay.
expecting it to
Exclamation point.
Yes, someone
treat.
said they got the nog. Like, what did you get? Did you get the noggle? Did you get fireworks?
Yeah, see what you got.
Tell us. Okay, we have so
double
much.
it.
We still have so much to do.
All right.
All right.
Let's keep doing it.
Let's talk about
Yep. So Grendel's coming with the main line, of
Update
course.
26, the
Update
main
26.
line.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
When are we planning on releasing it?
Well, let's hope it's next week.
We'll see. We'll keep you posted.
Yep.
Fingers
Yep.
crossed.
Yep.
Next week or the week after.
Some things are on target for next week, and some things are a little more scary. So, but yes.
We had lots of questions in the forum thread about if the new orbiter interior is coming with it.
With 26?
Yeah.
It is not.
It is not. When does the Halloween event start? It also starts next week, but on all platforms. Hopefully, we'll keep you posted. Can you tell us more about the mechanics and the arrival as the Kuva Lich? Let's talk liches.
Okay.
Sorry, as an assistant if you recruit him. So they want to know about the convert versus execute mechanic, but we can talk about the holistic view of Kuva Liches a little bit.
Right. Well, so this is hopefully coming next week. Yes, when you finally track down the Kuva Lich that is custom to you based on where you killed them and what you were using when you killed them. When you finally track them down, yeah, here we go.
All right.
Are you gonna give
Do you
yourself
have
one?
one?
I don't have one, so I have to hit generate.
Well, let's just.
Hold on. Dean.
Yep,
Oh,
Yep. Yep.
all right. Hold on, Dean.
Yep.
There we go. All right. You're good.
Oh,
Yep.
So this is Matas Nata, my Kuva Lich agent.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah.
that does look
So, right, and so currently, you're not going to be generating your own. Just to make that clear, you can see the little dev tag here. We're showing you the dev build. How Matisse came to live was he was spiked with Kuva and sent into battle, hopefully, to be sacrificed to Tenno. And so he has
he got chomped.
iron skin.
He got.
Yep, he got gobbled up. So there's a lot of warframes, and they all kind of correlate to certain sort of permutations
Yeah.
of the liches as they stand now.
Yep.
With some, you can see debug menu stuff there with, weaknesses.
He's got some. He's
strengths.
powerful though.
He's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the weapons will grant mastery one time, so that's an important change to know.
Yep.
The Kuva Liches have basically a Kuva variant of these weapons, and so you will want to at least Pokemon
Tonkor, yeah.
get them all.
Yep.
But of course, if you get the Kuva Tonkor twice, it's not going to grant mastery just like the other weapons in the game. However, every Tonkor this particular permutation would have an innate weapon bonus, and that is also randomized. So there's potentially some interesting combinations that you might
okay.
like.
Yeah.
So there is reasons, even if one pops up that maybe has a weapon you already have mastery for, you still might be interested in the weapon bonus. You will be able to infrequently trade one that you maybe don't like with your clanmates. So we'll have some more details about that. So if you do get one on your ass that maybe is too tough or is potentially something that your friend is really desperate for that particular weapon or that innate bonus,
That makes sense.
then
Okay.
you can offer that up to kind of trade the contract, if you will.
The generate button is dev only. I'm just going to click through some to show more permutations.
Sure, and these are placed. The heads for the females aren't in yet.
No.
So these are existing.
And
arena
actually,
ones.
before we leave the screen, we're going to show you we'll show you the heads in a second, but we just wanted to talk about as well the Parazon and the role that's going to play in the entire Kuva Lich system. Do you want to talk about what's to come from a sort of gameplay point of view, or do you want players to discover that?
I was going to get to that.
Okay, sorry.
I want you to randomize one so we can see the new heads, though.
Oh, because you're Grendel in the Arsenal, are you getting all of
Yeah,
them?
because I'm
That's right.
Grendel, they're
That's right.
progenitors.
So it's actually this
the
is
color
how the
scheme as
system
well,
works.
and
Yeah.
like,
So the color scheme and
Is based off of
their
that.
abilities are influenced by
What
who you
killed
kill with.
Yep.
But they will take your. Will they take your palette?
Yes.
Are we shipping with that?
I thought they'll have a palette, like that's unique.
So
But
far,
if I
so far
kill-
these have.
No, like your custom palette.
Oh, do you want me to put on a different color?
Yeah, try.
No, they don't.
No, they won't right
Okay.
now.
No, they don't.
But
Right now, it's based on powers. There's
Yes,
like a
yes,
theming based on their abilities. So yeah, I mean, this guy looks a bit more like the Tenocon one. He's got the cool mask there. This guy's got his
Naughty.
Yeah. Right. Right. So you can see they also have like some pretty cool personalities to them and so on.
Thumbnail voices aren't in yet.
The lines are hilarious.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't go through them all
I know.
because they're
Yep.
so good.
Right. So the thing about the Kuva Liches, if you haven't noticed the word Lich in there, is that because they've been spiked with Kuva and killed by Tenno, Geoff's yawning, so we're boring him already.
I'm a yawner. Sorry.
The really cool thing about them, the challenging thing about them is that they are considered to be immortals. If you have played War Within and you know a little bit about the story of Kuva and kind of read between the lines, it is the sort of the old blood of the ancients, and this is used to give Orokin immortality. So these guys are immortal. And they are not killable in the traditional way of Warframe. So DPS ultimately is not the solution, although it certainly helps you fight them off if they should show up and try to murder you mid-mission. So that is where the Parazon comes in. And so the Parazon, as you can see, the UI is a little bit broken here right now because we're showing you the dev build. But the Parazon is going to have a set of what we're calling immortal mods, and these tie into the Orokin mythology. We haven't really shown you guys yet.
I think Dean actually has one handy.
Do we have one of them?
Oh, no. But we have an immortal mod to show you.
Okay.
So immortal mods.
So I can show you one of the immortal mods here. So this is, the aspect ratio looks a little wacky. Yep. So these are part of this Kuva mythology, and if you're following along in the game, things like Man on the Wall and stuff will start to kind of tie together here a little bit as we play our extremely long game with how the Man on the Wall relates to the overall story arc of Warframe in the years past and the years to come, I hope. So each of these immortal mods need to be tested on his thralls and on him to figure out exactly what is the, for lack of a better word, what is the invocation and action to permanently destroy the Lich. So this is...
so does that have to do with the symbol that we're seeing on the immortal mod?
Right, so you can think of the symbols almost like a kill phrase.
Okay.
And so you need to combine the immortal mods in the exact kill phrase of your particular Lich.
Cool.
When they're born, they have unique kill phrases.
Right.
And so those kill phrases are defined by which immortal mods you have equipped.
I see.
And when you kill a henchman, or maybe even when you kill them, you are going to spike them with the Parazon and invoke these phrases and see which components work and which don't. So if you think about it, you have almost like this kind of like, for lack of a better term, you kind of have this spell that you need to figure out to finally destroy them, which is kind of influenced by the Lich and the kind of vampire mythology of these and the old blood mythology. The stats, of course, matter when you're actually fighting them.
Yep.
And so you want to have a build that
can
corresponds to
handle
those
this.
weaknesses and those strengths as you discover them, but then ultimately to destroy him or her, in this case, you will need to puzzle that part out. And then, of course, what you get in return is the things that maybe we haven't talked about is the thievery.
Yep.
Right. So when the Lich is influencing a region, you're going to see blood staining your solar map, and that blood stain will correspond to regions where their thralls are basically stealing rewards from you. So you might finish a mission if you have a Lich assigned to you, and they will say, thanks for that. And they'll be accumulating kind of like a dragon's hoard of things that they've stolen from you. When you go and finally figure out the invocation, the kill phrase to kill them, you are going to get most of that back, as well as get the custom weapon. Now, the original question was the conversion question, which is, suppose I think she's a bit too cute,
That's cool.
and I prefer to swipe right. You can convert your Lich to your followers. And again, you can see the influence of Shadow Mortar very heavily on this. And what that will mean is that every now and then they will have a kind of a mysterious stranger type perk from, say, like the Fallout series,
Okay.
where they will come in when you most need it. It won't be like a Spectre necessarily. It will be a little less predictable. And some of the predictability may increase as you accumulate more of them. But if you want to have them working for you, you can basically kind of like uncorrupt the Kuva within them, and then they will be your ally. So that's it.
So let's talk hypothetically.
Yep.
If you said DPS is half the equation, you got to get them weak enough to use your essentially lethal spell, lethal pass phrase, the Parazon mod order on them. But what if you don't beat them? Let's take a look at some clips from the animation team to see what might happen. What would happen, say, if you fail?
Is this mocapped?
And this is mocapped.
I
I'm the Lich. Geoff
get
is
it now.
the Warframe.
You're the Lich. Well, these are these are kind of like finishers that the
backbreaker.
Liches can do to you during the boss fights. And we kind of thought this was a good opportunity to do the power reversal.
That's right.
For enemy types.
Yes.
So yeah, they're gonna have kind of like these kind of states that they go into.
No.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
And that's, again, a War Within reference there as well, which
Yeah.
is really
Yeah.
interesting.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think oh yeah, that's too.
So 2 more before.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
So these ones will
King of
convert
the
to
ring.
ragdoll. So it's a way to kind of also it's a gameplay device to kind of reset the space, the distance between you and the Lich during the fight.
Oh.
Sorry, frames.
Oh,
This is the best one. That was
oh my God.
this is the best one.
And I think they have I think Andrew got this one working really quick. In game. Like,
amazing.
it's a bit work in
great.
progress, but
Do we have some of this in game?
No,
I think we have this
we
one.
do.
This one's
I sent
this
it
one's
to
working.
Dean.
Yep.
This is the last video.
Yeah. You can probably it's looped a few
Yeah.
times. So
Oh,
this is working last night.
Yep.
Andrew got it plugged
He
in.
captured it with the
Yeah.
best codec setting ever.
Yeah. So it's super rough right now, but
Yeah.
just to show you how kind
yeah. This was captured.
of they kind of
10
ragdoll you
FPS
around.
capture, but
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Andrew.
Oh, that is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so say you face off against your Lich in your mission and it doesn't go your way. Well,
That's what could happen to you.
yeah.
Hey.
Yep. So, yes, and now we'll take a look at the custom Kuva Lich enemy types in terms of face.
I like that she's annoyed by nature.
Yeah, she's annoyed by nature. So if we take a look at
Details are good.
the character,
Yeah.
so this will be the male Liches.
Yeah. So a ton of content work went into these guys.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And it's just a cool way to kind of differentiate them, show a bit of the Kuva poisoning that's kind of happened to them.
And then the ladies.
Hey,
So-
ladies.
Yep. Just in time for Halloween.
Whoa.
Right. So let's just do a quick recap because I think we're kind of underserving the intensity and like what this is going to bring to a Warframe for a player is unlike anything we've ever done. The Kuva Lich is an enemy that's tailored to you. It's going to take trial, error, thought. You're going to have to think about how to do the mods, what the immortal mods mean, and it's going to be live in Update 26. So very soon you're going to be facing off against your Grineer Kuva Liches and
God.
everything that comes with them. We will, of course, give update notes with the full sort of here's the world state. You'll get more information, but you guys, as a community, as a player, have a lot of figuring out to do to slay, convert, or do what you will with your first Kuva Liches and their following. So
Or share them with your friends, I guess.
share them with your friends.
Yep.
Right. So I'm going to equip each of those immortal mods in my Parazon.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
that's how I'm going to figure out.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hot
So-
damn.
Yep.
Immortal, order, immortal, and how do we acquire the immortal mods?
Yep.
Okay, good, love it.
It's
Secret,
great. It's gonna be in a
some
really
things you have
cool,
to learn,
great,
yeah.
fantastic way.
yeah,
It's going to be cool.
there's gonna be a lot of wisdom and
I think the really cool thing about the Liches for long-term players is that we really haven't done a power inversion like this for a while. And I think
Yeah.
the finishers that we showed are kind of a great illustration of what we want to do with these guys in terms of really a serious threat to you in a game where most threats
Where you've
tend,
spun to
are-
win
t-
for
yeah,
5
tend to be
years
pretty
straight.
trivial. So that's really our goal with them, and whether we hit the mark or not. I'm sure you guys will let us know.
Yes. So this will be coming in update 26. And I know we're not giving the update name, but maybe it has something to do with it. I don't know. It could. It could. It could not. It's
I
hard.
wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know, Geoff.
Yeah, you actually don't know.
You wouldn't know. So we have indirectly answered a lot of questions from the forums. Let's do a prize.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Wow.
second trick or treat is coming up very soon.
This stream has gone by really
Yeah,
fast.
it's 2:54 already, and we still have 3 more prizes to do. So we'll do real quick, back to back to back, and then
Let's
we'll
get
do.
our prizes going.
Yep. Who wants to win some prizes?
I'll just make. Sir Kaiser has one on Twitch, and Stay in the Light.
Stay in the light.
Stay in the Light has one on Mixer. Message us, and we'll hook you up with your 1,000 platinum prize. Let's do an Atlas Prime Access.
Okay.
Atlas, who's it going to be? Someone on each platform. So I think we've gone over every asset, right, Dean?
Nope.
Oh, we're still
Oh,
missing
we
one.
still have more assets?
The 3 things.
The 3
Or
things.
The other thing.
Oh, right. We'll talk about that.
Oh.
Oh, I know. So our Atlas Prime Wizard is INUN_DO.
I like it.
Pretty good for this stream.
I like it.
And Nishizono on Mixer. So you both won Atlas Prime Access. We have, we're going to do a vaulted Prime Access giveaway closer to the end of the stream for Ember and Vauban. So we have 2 more prizes, but congratulations to Innuendo and Nishizono, who won on Twitch and Mixer respectively for their Atlas Prime Access prize. So 2 things.
So we're all doing this kind of knee thing.
Yeah,
eh?
you guys are all
We're just trying to cover up.
trying to be. Oh my god. Oh boy. All right. So the Ember and the Vauban rework are also shipping with update 26.
They look amazing.
They do. They do.
Yep.
The Ember one touches the heat proc, and there were some follow-up questions from the last stream. Scott unfortunately isn't here, but the heat proc and how it,
He was here all week, but
just not today.
today he just had to slice it off.
Okay. So the Ember, the heat proc, and how there's now a second proc that affects armor. So corrosive damage or corrosive projection have been the armor killers leading up till now. Heat will play a role in that moving forward. So it's not exclusive to Ember's kit. The heat proc overall is being changed, and that opened a lot of discussion about armor overall in Warframe, and if we will be reviewing armor scaling anytime soon, or is this?
Yeah, I mean, we say this every year, but yes.
Every year we
Yes,
do, I
yep.
know.
I think you can see us starting to tear the Band-Aid off with the melee update that's coming, and,
Yeah.
and we're going to continue that. Some things are getting buffed, some things are getting nerfed.
Yep.
Some things are getting tied off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to sack the whole damage system in one go. You don't want to. That'd be nuts to do that. So
is
we
ridiculous.
want to just want to do it gradually.
Can you mute everyone but
No,
me?
don't do that.
Okay, and then we also, of course, at the midpoint of this year, we had someone in chat just figured it out. But
There's a lot of people that figured it out.
at the midpoint of this year, we
HR alert.
HR alert, I'm sure. At the midpoint of this year, we brought you TennoCon, where we talked about Empyrean in more depth, and we're just going to give you a little sneak peek at some other art that's being worked on for Empyrean, including some, if you. We all know you have to customize, but what if you wanted to customize your Empyrean Railjack? So these are some skin concepts for a completely different Empyrean Railjack ship.
Yeah. That's pretty
That's
great.
one?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's
So
amazing.
2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks cool.
Oh, there's more.
I love the profile on that one.
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
So there are just a stunning amount of.
They're building these all right now and making sure they fit in the hangar.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
So
Yep.
it's
Yep.
important.
So you will have options. There won't just be the one.
Oh,
This one's
that,
great.
That
Yeah.
one's really cool too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Great color choices. Definitely the best.
I'm not sure about the color.
Yeah.
Definitely the best color choices. So it's the Zhuzh, but bigger. They're all bigger.
Yeah.
They're Railjacks, baby. All right, let's do a.
I like it. Wow, that's some energy.
That was some. I'm excited. I'm like, it's hard because like the year is, people are starting to say, "What's going on, DE?" And now it's like, okay, this is like the best content. Like the Kuva Lich stuff. It's all very good. I'm very excited.
It's very cool.
But my mouse has fallen off. Let's do more prizes.
Okay.
Ember now. Ember and then Vauban. So we'll do 2 more. You guys can.
How appropriate.
Yeah, we had a lot of questions about how will we Grendel, and again, the part keys will be in arbitrations, which you can bring non-arbitrations people to. That's fine. So if you're the veteran in your clan and you have 3 noobs, they can come with you.
Yep. Great.
Because tell you what, mods won't matter. All right. Senate has won Ember Prime Vault on Twitch, and Trident_Spoon has won on Mixer. Congratulations. And now let's do Vauban.
All right.
Well done.
Vauban. Vauban.
Actually, say Vauban now.
Bobbin.
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 Bobbin. The winner of the Vauban Vault, or the Prime Access from
Yeah.
when he was released, is
Is Vauban the one that juggles the balls?
Yeah.
my MVK Yosev.
They're gonna be a little later now.
MVK Yosev has won on Twitch, and Roy Ams has won on Mixer. That is the final prize for the stream. The second trick or treat is going to happen in a minute, so we won't go anywhere because anyone watching the whole time will get their second one in a minute. So let's just make sure that most of what the hot topics of the forums were covered. We talked about Melee 3.0. We haven't talked about primary kit guns are in progress. New War, you'll have to wait and see. Plague Star, we will rerun. I just don't know when. Raids, we've done we're working on raids, bringing them back, but we don't have any ETA, so I wouldn't give a date on anything like that until we're bringing you more information on them. So Kuva Lich, Empyrean, New War is what you should be focusing on for now in terms of what to.
Yeah, the big
Yeah.
melee changes, the Parazon coming in the update, as well as the Liches, and then on to the next.
On to the
Yes.
next.
On to the next.
Yeah, wow.
Yep.
It's only mid-October.
Yes. So
gonna be a wild
There's
end of
plenty
the
of
year.
year. Yeah, there's plenty of end of the year left.
It's
Get
kind
ready.
of crazy. It's already
Buckle up.
like near end of October.
Yeah. No, it's middle.
don't even say
Don't
it. It's
say
literally
year-end.
middle.
Just say middle.
Middle.
Oh, right.
It's just the middle.
There
saying.
are, of course, Gift of the Lotus alerts live right now on all platforms, so you can hop in game to grab whatever we have for you set up in game. So make sure you play those.
You
Otherwise,
get both your tricks and treats. They
get
should have at this point. If you started right at the beginning,
Yep.
you got your trick and your treat.
any last remarks from our friends on the couch here?
I think we've said enough.
I think you've done enough damage.
Don't encourage us at
Yeah.
this point. It's starting to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, that's just a
agree.
yep from
Yep.
you. Very good. Big thank
Miss you,
you
Scott.
to everyone at Digital Extremes who makes Warframe possible. Everything we've shown today is brought to you by
Everyone's working really hard
Yeah.
at the studio
Yes.
right now.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
the
definitely.
crazy
There's some
talented
crazy good
team.
work going on.
So big thanks to everyone at Digital Extremes that makes this possible. And then the thanks to the community who have been here for 132 dev streams, 7 years, believing in us, letting us do crazy stuff all the time. We love you
Yeah.
guys.
Yep.
Awesome.
See you guys soon. Bye.
Thanks, guys.